Welcome dear student. Today we are in the third lecture of the holding company. What we have seen in the previous two lecture. In first lecture we have seen the what is a holding company, means what do you mean by holding company, and after that we have seen how to calculate the percentage holding. We have seen the formula of the percentage holding, and in the previous lecture, means in lecture 2, we have seen that how many cases we can find in the question. We have seen there are two cases. First case was when holding company acquired the shares of subsidiary company at the balance sheet date, and the second case was when holding company acquired the shares of subsidiary company on any date before the balance sheet date. And in the first case there was two types, that the holding company can acquire all the shares of the subsidiary company. In that case percentage holding will be 100%, and second side of the first case was that the holding company has acquired more than 50% shares of holding company, subsidiary company, but less than 100% shares. And in that case, percentage holding will be above 50% and less than 100%, whether it will be 60, 70, 80, anything. So now we will see some example, which means we will see some question on all these cases. On case 1, part 1 and part 2, and on the case 2. First we will start with the case 1, when holding company acquire shares of subsidiary company on a balance sheet date. Means that holding company has purchased the shares of subsidiary company on a balance sheet date, on the last date. And in case 1 there are two types. First side was when holding company acquire all the shares of subsidiary company, and the second side was when holding company acquire more than 50% share but less than 100% shares of the subsidiary company. So we will see the first side, when holding company acquire all the shares of the subsidiary company. So we are on the case 1, and in case 1 on the first type, when holding company H company acquire all the shares of subsidiary company S company. So here we will see one question on it. From the following financial extract of H Limited, we have given financial extract. Financial extract means one part of the financial statement. So from the following financial extract of H Limited and its subsidiary S Limited, there are two types of two company here. One is H Limited, which we can say holding company, and second one is S Limited, which we can say the subsidiary company. Subsidiary company, and H Limited is holding company. Okay. As on 31st March 2020, it is a balance sheet date. Prepare a consolidated balance sheet. We are asked to prepare a consolidated balance sheet. Here is the liability side of both the company S Limited, and second side is asset side of S Limited. On liability side, there is share capital. In S Limited, share capital is 10 lakh, and in S Limited it is 5 lakh. And in shares of rupees 100 each, and the value of shares is rupees 100 in both the company, whether it is S Limited or S Limited. After that, creditor in S Limited is 2 lakh, S Limited is 50,000. Reserves in S Limited there is no reserves, in S Limited there is 20,000. Profit and loss in S Limited there is 1 lakh profit, and in S Limited there is 50,000 profit. Second side, sundry assets. In sundry assets, in S Limited the assets is 7 lakh, and in S Limited is 6 lakh 20,000, and here it is investment in the shares of S Limited, 5,000 shares at cost 6 lakh. It means H Limited has made a investment, where it has made an investment in S Limited, and cost of investment is 6 lakh. Cost of investment is 6 lakh. Okay. So H Limited has made the investment in S Limited. In how much share? In 5,000 share. Till now we don't know S Limited total number of shares. We will calculate that S Limited has how much share, and S Limited has purchased 5,000 shares at cost of S Limited. So how we can calculate total number of shares of S Limited? So I will write here. First of all, we will calculate total number of shares of S Limited. So solution, first step in the solution, total number of shares in S Limited. What is the total number of shares in S Limited? How we can get? See, the share capital of S Limited is 5 lakh. Divide by 100 rupees each share. So equal to share capital of S Limited divided by price of each share. So S Limited share capital is 5 lakh. Divide by 100, price of each share is 100. So if we calculate this, 0 0 will be cancelled. It will be 5,000 shares. So total number of shares in S Limited is 5,000, and H Limited has purchased the 5,000 shares of S Limited. It means holding company has acquired all the shares of subsidiary company. H Limited is holding company and S Limited is subsidiary company. And what is our case? When holding company acquire all the shares of subsidiary company, it means H Limited has acquired all the shares of S Limited. So now we will calculate percentage holding. Percentage holding equals to, second thing in the solution, percentage holding equal to number of shares of subsidiary company purchased by holding company. Number of shares of subsidiary company, in our case subsidiary company is S Limited, purchased by holding company, in our case holding company is H Limited, divided by total number of shares of subsidiary company. Total number of shares of subsidiary company, in our case it is S Limited, multiplied by 100. So number of shares of S Limited purchased by H Limited. So H Limited has purchased how much share? 5,000 share. So we will write here 5,000 divided by total number of shares of S Limited. We have found out it is also 5,000 multiplied by 100 equals to 100%. We have seen in the theory also in previous lecture, if holding company acquire all the shares of subsidiary company, in that case percentage holding will be 100%. So percentage holding is 100%. Now what we have to prepare in the question? We have to prepare consolidated balance sheet. Prepare a consolidated balance sheet. So third step is to draw format of consolidated balance sheet. You can see in the question, on liability side there are two columns, S Limited, and assets are also there are two columns, because both the company have maintained separate balance sheet. But once holding company and subsidiary company relation exists, then holding company has to prepare a consolidated balance sheet, which means on liability side there will be one amount column for both X Limited, S Limited. On asset side also there will be one amount column for X Limited and S Limited. So now we will prepare the format of consolidated balance sheet. Consolidated balance sheet of X Limited and its subsidiary S Limited. We are preparing consolidated balance sheet of both the company. So here we prepare two columns. Liabilities amount rupees, and we will prepare assets amount rupees. Assets amount rupees and one amount rupees on asset side and one amount column on liability side. Liabilities amount rupees and assets amount rupees. So we have to complete this consolidated balance sheet. Till now we have seen that how much total number of shares in S Limited, so it is 5000. Then we have seen what is percentage holding, so it is 100% because S Limited has purchased all the shares of S Limited. And after that we have to prepare the main thing is the consolidated balance sheet in the question. Here we have to do one working note. So we are putting heading working note, and working note number 1, cost of control. Cost of control. In cost of control, at final we will get goodwill or capital reserve. So cost of control format is cost of investment. Cost of investment by holding company, subsidiary company. So cost of investment by H Limited in S Limited means how much S Limited has invested in S Limited. So we can see from the balance sheet that H Limited has invested 6 lakh rupees in S Limited. So here it comes to 6 lakh. Now the question comes, why H Limited has given 6 lakh rupees to S Limited? Because S Limited is purchasing the share. Now you will say, sir, S Limited has total number of shares of 5 lakh. Then why H Limited has given 6 lakh? What is our case? When holding company acquire all the shares of subsidiary company and all the shares of subsidiary company is of 5 lakh, then why H Limited has given 6 lakh? Because S Limited has 5 lakh share capital, it is correct. But S Limited has the reserves of 20,000 and he also has the profit and loss of 50,000. It means 70,000 S Limited has earned the profit during the year. When S Limited has started the business, then their share capital was 5 lakh. It was their share capital. But by doing the business, they have earned 70,000 profit, 50,000 profit and loss account, 20,000 reserve. It means total value of S Limited was 5,70,000. Leave this 50,000, it is credit. That is not the valuation. But if we will see the value of S Limited, so S Limited value was 5 lakh plus 70,000, which comes to 5,70,000. But H Limited has given 6 lakh. Why he has given 30,000 extra? So because of goodwill. Most of the company earns goodwill in the market. So here the S Limited has earned the goodwill for which he get 30,000 extra from H Limited. So for this we have to now do a working note number 1, which is known as cost of control. So format for cost of control is cost of investment by H Limited in S Limited. So H Limited has invested 6 lakh, to 6 lakh less. What we have to less? That H Limited has invested in S Limited 6 lakh rupees. But in what? So H Limited invested in share capital plus in reserve plus in profit and loss account. So we will reduce share capital of S Limited. Share capital of S Limited acquired by H Limited. It means how much share H Limited has acquired of S Limited. So we have seen earlier also that H Limited has acquired all the shares. S Limited was having 5,000 shares and H Limited has acquired all the 5,000 shares. So it means all the share capital, full amount of share capital which is 5 lakh will be reduced. Means that H Limited has purchased all the share capital of S Limited. So here we will reduce 5 lakh. After deducting share capital, we will reduce this reserves and this profit and loss account. share in reserves of S Limited or we can write only reserves of S Limited reserves of S Limited and profit and loss of S Limited. Reserves was 20,000 and profit and loss was 50,000. So 6 lakh minus 5 lakh, 1 lakh is remaining. 1 lakh minus 20,000, 80,000. 80 minus 50, 30,000. So here comes the 30,000. It means that H Limited has paid 30,000 extra to S Limited, and H Limited has paid 30,000 extra to S Limited, and this was because of goodwill. This was because of goodwill. Because maybe S Limited has earned the goodwill in the market. That's why H Limited is paying 30,000 extra to S Limited. So keep one thing clear in mind, that whenever holding company invests in subsidiary company, what are the things which we reduce from cost of investment? First, share capital. That how much share H Limited has purchased of S Limited. In our case, he has purchased all the shares. That's why we have reduced whole amount of share capital. Second thing which we have to reduce apart from share capital, it is reserves and profit and loss. So we have reserved the share capital 5 lakh. We have reduced the reserves of 20,000, and we have also reduced the profit and loss of 50,000. And finally, we came to know that S Limited has paid 30,000 extra to S Limited, and that 30,000 was because of goodwill, and it will come on asset side of balance sheet. Show on asset side of consolidated balance sheet. We will prepare consolidated balance sheet and we will show goodwill on the asset side because it is one type of asset. Now we have completed our working notes. Now we can complete our consolidated balance sheet. First of all, liability side, share capital in shares of rupees 100 each. H Limited share capital is 10 lakh and S Limited is 5 lakh. But S Limited share capital 5 lakh we have shown here in this working note 1. So we will not show it again in the consolidated balance sheet, because what we have done, this investment of rupees 6 lakh we have cancelled with share capital of 5 lakh, reserves of 20,000, profit and loss of 50,000, and the remaining 30,000 we will show it as a goodwill on the asset side of the balance sheet. So on the liability side, first it will come share capital in shares of rupees 100 each. In shares of rupees 100 each, which is 10 lakh of H Limited. Then comes to creditor. Creditor we will take for both. Creditors H Limited, S Limited. How much is H Limited creditor? 2 lakh. And of S Limited 50,000. So 2 lakh 50,000 outer column. Then reserves. S Limited has no reserve. For S Limited we have cancelled here. We have shown in working note. Then profit and loss account. S Limited has 1 lakh. S Limited 50,000. S Limited 50,000 we have shown in working note. So we will not show it again. But this profit and loss account of H Limited 1 lakh we will show. So profit and loss account of whom? H Limited. How much is this? 1 lakh. After that, on the asset side, sundry asset we have not shown anywhere, so we will show here sundry assets. H Limited, S Limited both. H Limited, S Limited 7 lakh and 6 lakh 20,000 both equals to 13 lakh 20,000. Investment in shares of S Limited 6 lakh we have shown here in working note. So no need to show it again because we have cancelled investment with share capital of S Limited, reserves of S Limited, and profit and loss of S Limited. One thing more will come, goodwill. We have written here show on asset side of consolidated balance sheet. So we will write here goodwill. How much is the goodwill? 30,000. So if we make a total, it comes to 13 lakh 50,000, and here also 13 lakh 50,000. So this was our case number 1 when holding company acquired shares of subsidiary company on a balance sheet date, and in that also first case when holding company acquired all the shares of subsidiary company, So here H Limited is holding company, S Limited is subsidiary company. H Limited has acquired 5,000 shares of S Limited, and S Limited has total number of shares how much? So 5,000. First thing in the question we have find that. Because H Limited has acquired all the shares of S Limited, that's why percentage holding is 100%. After that we have to prepare consolidated balance sheet and we have to prepare a working note of cost of control to cancel this investment with the share capital, reserves and profit and loss, and the balance it was in positive. That's why we can say that it was a goodwill of the S Limited. Otherwise it will be in the negative in some cases, then it will be transferred to reserve. And finally we have prepared the consolidated balance sheet and it was tally. So this was our first question on case number 1, type 1, when holding company acquired all the shares of subsidiary company. In case 1 there are 2 types. So in case 1, type number 1, we have seen one question. Now we will see another question, question number 2. In case number 1, type 2, when holding company acquired less than 100% share but more than 50% shares of subsidiary company. Any question also, there was a last line that S Limited purchased share in S Limited on the balance sheet date, that is 31st March 2020. That's why we have treated it in the case number 1, and case number 1 also first side when holding company acquired all the shares of subsidiary company. So it was case number 1, type 1. After this we will see case number 1, type 2. So you can copy this question and this solution, then we will see case number 1, type 2 question. So also dear student, you have copied this and understood this concept that how to solve the question of holding company and how to prepare a consolidated balance sheet. So it was our case number 1 when holding company acquired shares of subsidiary company on a balance sheet date, and in that also we have seen the first type when holding company acquired all the shares of subsidiary company. In next lecture we will see case number 1, second type, when holding company acquire more than 50% shares of subsidiary company but less than 100% share. Till that you can copy this and you can revise this and you can revise the theory which we have seen earlier. So in next lecture we will see case number 1, type 2 question. For today that was it. So you can copy this question and copy this solution.